Q18, shape A is reflected in the line with the equation x equals 2 to give B, and B is reflected in the line with the equation x equals 6 to give shape C. Then describe the full single transformation that maps A onto shape C. So if I was to draw a little diagram of this, so I've got x is 2 and 6. So if I took a spot on whatever my shape is and put it here at 1, then if it was reflected through shape 2, it would go to 3. And then if it's then reflected through line 6, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'd end up at 9. So it would go along 8. Now I'm just going to check that this is a universal thing, i.e. it would happen if I did it again. So if I took something and put it at -2. So to get to 2, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be 4 to 6. And weirdly, it would stick at 6 because it's actually invariant, so it would move along 8. If you move something along 8, you do a translation, and it means you move along 8 like that, but it didn't go up or down, so you put a 0 there, and that's what you do there. Right, because it didn't move up the y-axis. There are only blue counters, red counters, and green counters in a box. The probability that a counter taken at random from the box will be blue is 0.4. I'm just going to make that into a fraction, so that's 4/10. That means, and then the ratio of the number of red counters to the number of green counters is 7 to 8. So that means these two will be 6/10. So that means red will be 6/10 times, and that's 7 over 15. And green will be 6/10 times 8 over 15. So that 6/10 times 8/15 is 8 over 25 if you put it into the calculator. And then red would be 7 over 25. So that means that's 15. That's G, that's R. That's 15 over 25, so blue would be 10 over 25, which makes sense because that's timesing it by 2.5. Right, Samina takes at random a counter from the box. She records its colour and puts it back in the box. Samina does this 50 times. Work out the estimate for the number of times she takes a green counter. So if she took one out every 25 times, she'd get 8. So it's 8 out of 25. Therefore, it would be 16 out of 50. So the answer is 16 times because you just double them. Right, and I hope that was green. Yeah, that does look right. Is that red to green? Yeah, it is. Right, the diagram shows ADE, and we know that this one and this one are equal. We know that AB and CD are equal, and then we know that this is 2 times that and that. Prove that ACE is congruent to DBE. So what it means is basically ACE, this one here. I know I should use a ruler, but you know. ACE is a similar, well, same triangle to this one. And because we know that, so AE equals DE. So we know that one side of each triangle is equal to the other. We also know, by virtue of the fact that we know that this and this, because AB equals CD, we know that CE, therefore CE equals BE. So we know another side of the triangle is equal. If two sides are equal, therefore the angle in the middle is 2. So that means you have side angle side equals side angle side, therefore congruent.